Welcome to Harbor Rock Wealth Management's Planning Tip. My name is Ruben Smith, and as always, I am joined by my good friend and partner, Jimmy Luster. Welcome.
6', 225. Bing!
And holding.
And holding from the previous episode.
Which may or may not have been recorded today.
Yeah. Hey, we're being efficient.
Yeah.
When we have the time to do this, we have the topics to talk about now. And we're getting after it, and we're gonna put out some more content that's timely, relevant. So
I like it. We're getting after it. That sounds serious. That sounds like
the only lingo I know.
Like workout room. We're getting after it.
All right, folks, let's get excited. Planning tips.
Finance.
All
right. Okay, so AI. We're gonna talk about this AI boom.
Boom.
And the impact in the retirement portfolio.
Okay.
That was a good reference to a movie, by the way.
little inside joke. Hey, it's part of the entertainment value.
Oh, gosh. So I obviously AI and this new sector that has been formed or developed within the technology space has been at the forefront of markets for the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for some of our clients, looking at their demographic, pre-retirees or retirees,
Yeah.
I think they see AI as something different, as something I don't think scary is the right word, but it's just different. And anytime there's change and something they can't quite grasp, I think that can be uncomfortable.
Yeah, different internet of itself can be scary. I mean, I think it's if we would have been doing the show two years ago, even year and a half, even 2 years.
Sure,
scary might have been more of a term that resonated with people. Like, I don't know about this AI thing, but
oops. Well, we've actually talked about it on the show we've had Frank.
Oh, we have a resident expert,
Frank Scavo, who's been on a couple times, and then we've even had our own one-off conversations about AI and whether it's through a tip or with other guests. I'd say we're slowly working our way into being adopters of AI.
Oh, we've evolved in the space. I think I was telling you the other day that I watched that first episode with Frank.
Okay.
And looking at a few clips of that and the discussion as it was evolving on that show, I was like, gosh, we've just by default, because it's in front of us every day, and it's talked about heavily in markets and reviews, and I feel like I know way more than I did even a year and a half ago or so.
Yeah, it's large language what?
It's here.
Wait, huh?
Yeah.
Chat who? Right. Okay. Well, as far as retirement portfolios and AI space in the allocation, I do think there's a place for technology in portfolios, and with that will come exposure to AI. But even more so, I think for clients that feel like they are not participating directly in the Mag 7 or AI or NVIDIA, well, there's a good chance they are, and they probably just don't understand it. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the S&P 500 right now, 34% of the weighting of the actual value of the S&P 500 is made up of 7 stocks called the Mag 7.
Okay.
So it's your Microsofts, your NVIDIAs, your Googles, Alphabet, Apple, all that stuff.
Yeah. That's really a crazy number if you think about it. I mean,
yeah, and so they feel like I think for the most part, clients feel like, oh, well, if I'm investing in the S&P 500, I own 500 companies, and I am diversified. Well, yeah, you are. Yes, you are diversified, meaning you own 500 companies, but there's a bit of overweight, if you will, to perhaps some sectors of the market that you may or may not be in favor of from a risk standpoint. So as far as AI in the sector, I think we got to look at AI as revolutionary, if not more so when it's all said and done, than the internet.
Oh, absolutely.
The internet was scary, right? The internet was different. What is a worldwide web? What does that mean?
We didn't know.
I remember when people were talking about the internet, I couldn't envision what it was. I could not see it in my brain.
But nobody forgets the
yeah, the
and the
AOL,
blue screen just
the
staring at it going,
dial-up. Yeah,
what's happening?
the cycles. Yeah, exactly.
Or picking up the phone and someone's on the internet. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Landline? Like, we've come a long way since then.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the reason why I think it's important to mention that is because if you look at the big tech stocks from back in the .com boom,
Yeah.
a lot of those are still around, right? So you still have the Microsofts and the Googles and Apple and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think in large part they've replaced or become what I think of as the new blue chip stock. Mm-hmm. Historically, blue chip was these very reliable, heavy dividend payers, almost like a consumer staple type business where no matter what happens with the economy, they're going to be there for us,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It's like a rock. Well, over the last 70 years, we've transitioned from an industrial economy to a service-based economy. So it's just our economy is just focused on different aspects or is generating revenue from different aspects.
Well, yeah, and it seems like these big companies are now investing heavily in that for the future of their companies.
Well, yeah, not only is Harbor Rock Wealth Management at the forefront of AI adoption, but so too is corporate America, apparently. So there's a lot of money going into
So
the
much in
technology.
common.
Yeah, so many.
In our business structure.
Exactly the same. So yeah, there's a lot of adoption from corporate America. You have those that are fearful of that maybe replacing jobs, and I would like to say that there's always been involvement in the workplace, and there's always been threats to jobs and through advancements in technology and things. So
Yeah.
it'll work itself out. Yes, in the short term, could there be some layoffs and things, but in the long run, I think we're going to be just fine as an economy. But as more and more companies focus on it that are not even tech related, in the tech related industry, they are now empowered to be more efficient in how they operate on a day to day and cut costs potentially and maybe increase their bottom line. So I do think that there is certainly space for this in a retirement portfolio. So even if you're conservative all the way up to aggressive, I think having equity exposure makes sense for pretty much everybody. So that means that you will have some participation in this space.
I was just going to say that participation is the key word here. Mm-hmm. And when we sit down with someone and take a look at you holistically, not everyone's participating in the same manner. More participation might be appropriate for someone in a different situation, less for another. So it's not a blanket like, look, you're all going to be exposed to it whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And you're all in. That's not the way it is at all. I mean, it doesn't mean it has to be super volatile and going back to that word, kind of scary or.
Well,
we don't want you to not participate and not get any benefit out of it.
Right. And it's our job to make sure that you maintain diversification. So we stand by diversification. And actually, our portfolios have missed out on some growth opportunities because we stuck to our principles.
Yes.
So yes, we had some exposure to some of the tech sectors that were doing really well, but maybe we didn't have as much as some of our peers.
Yeah.
So there have been moments over the last 3 or 4 years where diversification did not work. We talked about the Mag 7. The bulk of the stock market's returns were from 7 companies, as opposed to looking at all 11 sectors of the S&P 500.
Right.
Yep. And on the flip side, there have been moments when diversification has worked, and in particular of late, it's been our overweight to international and our overweights to small cap. So, we're not giving up on diversification by any means. I think just understanding that AI is here to stay and it's going to become more of a mainstay in how the world operates.
Yes, for
should
sure.
be exciting enough for you to just say, you know what? Okay, I understand, and I'm going to participate and let my guys, let my advisors decide the amount of exposure I have.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
Good enough.
Yes.
Okay. So again, don't want to. It's easy to get excited and perhaps sometimes go a little bit over your skis when it comes to certain investments, especially we're right on the cusp of the largest IPO in history with SpaceX that is expected to go live tomorrow. So it's easy to feel like almost like FOMO, like I got to get in on that. Just be careful.
Fundamentals, folks. And like you always say, we're not here to predict the future.
No.
We try to put you in a position to stay flexible, nimble. We can make moves. And if you've worked with us for a while, that's exactly what we do.
Well, yeah, and going back to the planning piece of it, it's when you go through these exercises with us and we do it again and again and again, now you have the confidence
Totally.
to know that you can withstand most any market.
That's right.
Right? We've been through a lot just even in the last couple of years with tariff announcements and Middle East conflicts and things. So, but yeah, give AI a shot if you haven't. I think it's here to stay. It doesn't make noises like the internet back in the day, but it's still going to be a useful tool for us.
Right. Good stuff.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.